What's up guys, my name is ZuhairTheGamer here, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to make a pretty cool looking thumbnail just like this one on your screen right now, as you can see. So to make an awesome thumbnail you need 4 main elements. Now you can go with 3, but this is a step-by-step in detail tutorial on how to make awesome thumbnails better than this. So there are basically just 4 elements to this tutorial. The first main element is the backdrop or the background, as you call it. So this basically decides on how your image will look when it's basically final. So I have actually grouped all of the elements right here. So what you have to do is basically, so what I prefer doing, make 4 folders and just save it off in a document. So now, backdrop. So why is backdrop important? Now this is the more important part because this will decide on how it would actually, how will your emphasized text, images and elements pop out. So if I were to take I just placed embedded. So if I were to take this image, so basically this is the real image, and if I put all the elements on top of this, I mean, you know, it looks kind of confusing. And if you go like about this much, this far away, you know, it looks really confusing, you know, you don't get the gist of what is going on. So to make it more pop out, what I like to do is basically add a blur to it, but there are many other ways you can do it. Now I'll show you one of the ways how you can do it. So you can go on Google, you can go on images, and now you can, what you can search is search a plain gradient background. You can search gradient background and plain gradient. Oh my god, I spelled it plain, brilliant. So for a long time I used to use this background if you go and watch my previous videos, and used to change the colors of it, but I figured why not make, as you can see, this looks pretty damn sick. I mean, you can use it, you can crop it a bit, you know, customize it, but what I like to do is give the viewers a bit more detail about what's in the video. So you know, if you blur out, so what you need to do when you record your video is you can take a screenshot of what's going on in the video, like in the middle somewhere, and then you can blur it out, which gives the reader kind of information, you know, because there are colors referring to orange, blue and stuff, and colors are also referring to the game, which I will talk about later. So background is really important. So as you can see, if I just add this right here, and just wait, let me just, oops, so as you can see, basically this looks pretty filled up, you know, it focuses on so much text is there, so much stuff is there to, like, what am I saying? So much stuff is there to emphasize on. But yeah, so you can, and also you can do is, if there's a lot of stuff, you can just you can always mask through stuff, and you know, you can like put a border on it to make it pop out more, but it's kind of the lazy way of doing it. So what I like to do is right click it, you know, make it a rasterized layer, and you know, and make it a blurred object. But I will be going to that later, which is basically just making it yourself. So basically what I'm trying to say is, the first part of the video I will be explaining on what is going on here, and then in the second part I will show you how to make it. So if you want to know how to make it, you can just click in the description. There will be a time limit, so you can just click on that, and it will take you directly to the part where the main tutorial starts. But this is a guide to awesome thumbnails, better than me. So just hang on here. So after you've done that, you know, you can just your background is done. So as you can see, it looks pretty neat, and for now you don't need to worry about file sizes, so you can do as much as you want. So now, second element, so now getting to the second element of the thumbnail is the label. So what do you mean by labels? It's basically the game you're playing and stuff, you know, like if you're playing GTA 5, you can put the logo on here directly. So that's just a basic thing. But with this little tweak, this basically just changes the whole thing. If I don't add Minecraft, it's like it looks so empty. But even if you fill it up with stuff, it will not give the gist of what is going on. So this basically tells more to the viewer about what's the video about. A lot of abouts there. So this is the label, and I will show you how to do all this. As you can see, link in the description. So now, third element is the text. So I will leave a link to the description for a plain canvas. So all it will have is just all the folders, so you can, you know, organize it. Nothing much. But continuing on, the text. This shows the purpose of the video. Now, what do you mean by that? It's basically this gives the main idea of the video to the viewer. Now, as you can see, I have separated all of these words. I've written them differently, so you know I can position them and give a good effect. So now, as you can see, as I said, referring to the label, short down your title, like remove all the useless words. And what I mean by that is like is, how, and stuff. So like as you can see, my title was top 5 Minecraft channels who are dead, but I just wrote top 5 Minecraft channels dead. That's it, because it just explains everything what's going on. Is the extra elements. Yep. So now this is kind of the most important thing, because it also, so as you know, extra elements is basically some extra stuff and it's not stuff, it's just pictures which give out more information about what's going on. So as you can see, I talk about YouTubers channels. So as you can see, I've added some YouTubers who are in the video to give the audience who have not watched the video yet, but they know that these things are in the video. Now most people, not most people, I say some people like to make it clickbaity, but I don't prefer that, because you know it can get your video taken down pretty easily. So yeah. So now we're gonna make our own thumbnail like this one on the screen. So what you have to do is open Photoshop. If you can see, open Photoshop, go File, New, and what you can do is basically, wait, let me just make. So go to Photoshop size. Oh my god, that's just with pixels. So now guys, what you have to do is go to 1280 by 720, because you don't need much quality there. Go on background, just make it transparent, because that's what I prefer. And then go to pixel aspect ratio, go square pixels, and just don't touch this, it should be the same. Go on bit and change it to 64-bit. Don't worry about the file sizes, because you don't need anything to do with it right now. And then go on resolution and make it 72, because that's just how it goes. That's the 16:9 resolution. So now what you do is go, I prefer you save the preset, but I have it already saved and I remember it, so just click OK. So now as you can see, it gives you a blank canvas. So this is what we are going to be working on. So first thing, what I prefer is already making photographs and renaming them. So first, name it back. So guys, coming back now, what we need is a background. So as I told you, for this instance, just for the sake of this video, I'm just gonna choose a random background. But if you want a successful background, you have to choose it from your own video, which will be really helpful because you can edit anything on it. So I'm gonna make a GTA 5 thumbnail, but still keeping the background my own. I don't know why, but because I never played GTA 5 on this channel, so just bear with me guys, and you can mix and match things to make it as good as you want. So now what you need to do is find something. I'm just gonna find a background, and yeah, this is my background. So now what I like to do is go right click, rasterize layer, go filter, and then go to blur and add a lens blur. So it will take some time to load. And so go to this part over here and go and click at a hexagon, and then go to around 40. Wait a minute, it's loaded. As you can see, 40 is pretty good. Now you can change the brightness and stuff, but I like it this way. You can copy my settings down right now. Click OK. As you can see, it adds a really like a blurry effect, which is the label. Now, as I said, I'm gonna be making a GTA 5 label. So what you need to do is go on Google and just search GTA 5 logo, and then just go here. And yeah, be sure to touch PNG, but just go here and see. When you click it, it should be white over here, and these checkered patterns should come in the bigger image. If the checkered patterns are right here, that means it's not transparent, it's just a mimic. But if the checkered pattern is in this image and not the smaller one, that means it's a PNG, and you'll get the gist of it as you go. So now right click it. What I'm gonna do is just right click it and open image in a new tab for the full resolution. I'm gonna drag it out on my desktop. So now all you have to do is go back in Photoshop, go here and place embed, and now you can go to desktop, search for it if you want. You can go this one. As you can see, it's here. So now I'll just press this, and now you can resize it if you want. This will decide on, so you can always fix it later. So I'm just gonna place it as I want, and I will see you in a bit. So guys, when you have placed it as you want, you need to drag it and drop it into the label. Done. We're done with the label. Done with the background. Done with the label. Now we'll go on the text and the body. So I'm just gonna make it a funny moments thingy right here. So what you need to do is go on the text. Don't worry about the color right now. Just go here and press funny, and you can resize it a bit. Make it just a tad bit nicer looking. We will just make it a tad bit nicer looking. You'll just see. Okay, I'll just put it like this. Funny moments, and then I'm gonna go. So continuing on, now we're gonna make the text look pretty and stuff. So let's do it, and I'm just gonna resize it a bit. Now as you can see, I've dragged and dropped it into the text and body menu. Now what you have to do is go blending options, and then what you can do is drop shadow, and it's a preset of it. You can copy my settings right here right now. Yep. So and then what you have to do is go click on stroke and add a little bit of stroke, like a 5. Looks okay? Does it? Yes, it looks okay. And wait a minute, we'll just fix the color right now. So now what you need to do is click on the gradient, and you can name it as and now you need to right click it, and then this is the default gradient. Just click on this and click OK. It looks pretty good, as you can see. And yeah, so now we'll add another piece of text right here. Now we'll click on this, and then we'll click on this, and now what we will do is center it around here, and then increase the size, and then write moments. So I think I'll just increase the size more, just to do this right here. And yeah, so now I'll just go and right click it, and then just center it right around here. It is centered. Now we'll just add the same effects, but this time around I will make a different gradient, which will make it pop out more. So go to drop shadow and add a drop shadow, stroke, and then a gradient overlay. Now when you go to gradient overlay, right click it, click over here, and go to the color you want, but keep a color scheme between like the darker outside and a lighter inside. So if you're going with a blue, so go with if you're going with a light blue, just go with this. Wait a minute, I'll just fix it. just click over here because these are the web colors. So for this you may need to turn off web colors and go a bit lighter on this side. Just go like this. Oh my god, why? Just go towards this color, it looks lighter. Just go okay, and this will fix itself in the when you post it on YouTube. So don't worry about the web colors right now. So now you can also go on the dark colors and just make it a tad bit darker, which will give the effect. Just go a little more darker, and then copy, and then I'll just go paste. There you go. So now I'm gonna click OK, and our new gradient has been made. So now you can also reduce the scale of this. So this is what the scale does. Just bring it down a bit so it covers all the areas. Just do this, and then you're done. So now you can just center the text around. Just play with it. There you have it. So as you can see, it's centered around. It's looking pretty fancy. So we are done with the text. Now we go to the extra elements. So now what you can add in extra elements is some elements from GTA 5. So I prefer you take it from your own video, but you can always go over here and go on. So what you can do right now is you can just go and repeat the things which I taught you. So now you can just place this in, and funny moments. So presenting like a stunt jump or car or something. So yeah, and to make it even more pop out, so now what you can do is drag it into the extra elements, and now you can go to blending options and add the basic stuff. Now you've got gist of it, so now you can do it basically. And yep, so as you can see, this looks pretty freaking amazing. But now what you can do is also add some extra elements from the game. If I go to Google and write Michael GTA 5. So for now we'll go for this one, and we'll open it in a new tab, and I'll drag and drop it outside. So I just go here, open this, and drag and drop it outside. Drag and drop it outside. Yeah, right here, as you can see. And now I'll go and create another layer of this, and then I'll place another one. So now why did I create a new layer? Otherwise it will just mix these both layers, and I will not be able to place it around. But you can do that to make it easier for you, but I'm just showing you how to make it more interesting. So yeah, now you can click like this and make it a bit more fills up a bit, if you know what I mean. So just, and now what you can do is play around with the text, and now you can fix it up if you want. So now what you can do is just add all this stuff. So guys, now is the time when you fix it all up, the final touches and stuff. So now what you can do is play with the text around. So now you can just go around here, click on moments, drag it a bit right here, and make it a bit crazy, just a bit like now you can just make it swirl around a bit. Just do this, and then make the final adjustments. And then you're basically done. So yeah, I know it turned out to be a really long video, but yeah. So yeah, this is how you make a thumbnail. So now what you need to do is you can go, and guys, what I prefer doing is saving it as a PNG. So you can go save as, and then go into your videos folder, and save it as a PSD, and then when you need to export it, you can go here and then save it as a PNG on your desktop. Let's save it on my desktop, another one. So copy the settings and then just press OK, and then it should be done pretty fast right now. What about now? Is it done? there you go, it's done. So now you can literally just close it out, and please save it. I don't need to do anything, I guess. So yeah, there we go, it's done. So now so now you can delete this stuff, and you can just delete it, and now you have a pretty huge size file, 2.96 MB. So number one thing, you cannot upload a more than 2 MB file. So now if you go to the description down below, it will take you to a tiny PNG, and all you have to do is just put your file over here, like, and then it upload, and then you can just download it, and it will reduce your file size by a lot. As you can see, I'll just show you a sample. So now guys, what you need to do is just download it, and as you can see, it will show you the downloaded file. You can just download it. I just downloaded it, and as you can see, it's right over here. So now you can just drag and drop it to your desktop, and here, as you can see, it's 225 kilobyte, no difference in quality, and it's like about this small, like this small in the thumbnail. So there is a little bit of loss in the quality, but that's literally so minor that you'll not even notice. And yeah, so this is it for today's video. I hope you guys liked this video, enjoyed it. Comment below what you think of this video, and I'll see you next time. Peace.